Welcome to Elecspo. Right, I was going to kick this video off by saying that loads of people in the comments have been asking for an Atletico Madrid video, but after close inspection I've realised it's actually just the same guy over and over again. But anyway, we're doing it. So here is Atletico Madrid in 2025 according to our Football Manager 2020 simulation. We're kicking things off with big news, and that's that Diego Simeone is no longer calling the shots. David Beckham's best mate incredibly got the sack in May 2022, spending more than 10 years as manager. But he's gone now, and in his place is Jorge Jesus, who has yet to come close to Simeone's brilliance after 3 years in charge. But despite not winning a single trophy, Jesus has done enough to keep his job, which I suppose is the main thing, his job and his health. Forget the trophies and the legacy that comes with them. Atletico remain in the top 4 under Jesus, and in the most recent season they came third, a huge 20 points behind Barcelona and 19 behind Real Madrid. Christ, those two are playing a totally different game completely. Atleti completed the season with a 3-3 draw against Villarreal, so let's have a look at who started and who else is in the squad. In goal was Francis Azojo. With nothing to play for on the final day, Atletico made a change in between the sticks, and it's a good job they had nothing to play for. 3 goals flew past the Nigerian, who got an average rating of 5.1. Ouch. Azojo has been pretty miserable every time he's played for Atletico, which fortunately isn't that much as they've still got the best keeper on the planet, Jan Oblak. Sure, he had one season where his averages crept below a 7, but we're all allowed to have blips. Just ask David De Gea and Kepa, who've been vilified and hated in the press and everywhere else for letting a few easy ones in. So don't worry about it, Oblak, it happens to everyone. Right back was Enrique Zabalza. Initially I read that as Zabaleta and I thought Atletico had gone mad. But no, it's 18-year-old regen Enrique Zabalza, a Spaniard who's making just his 3rd appearance for the first team. Atletico's first choice right back is actually Celtic favourite Jeremy Frimpong, whose ludicrous pace down the right has taken him all the way from Glasgow to Madrid, via Milan, which is where he went after Celtic in January 2021. He's been average in red and white, but at the age of 24 he's still got a long way to go. Centre back was Luis Felipe. Finally we've got someone decent, and a man who's developed into a titan of defending, a typical Simeone player if you will, except it was Jesus who actually signed him. Felipe cost £57 million from Chelsea and has been excellent ever since he arrived, so much so that Liverpool want to bring him to Anfield. But with the release clause of £139 million, I don't think that deal's going to go through. Then again, £139 million might not even be that much in 5 years' time. It might not even be enough to get you a Yannick Vestergaard or even a Moussa Sissoko. No idea why I picked those two players, to be honest. Felipe was alongside Oscar Franco. Back at the regens we go, and Oscar Franco is a 21-year-old Paraguayan defender who surprisingly is also a target for Liverpool. I mean, clearly they're desperate for defenders, or Klopp is dropping a subtle hint that he wants a job in Spain. Anyway, Franco isn't the first choice at Atleti. That position actually goes to Mario Hermoso, who has just completed his best ever season in the Spanish capital. He's also a wanted man, and I'll give you a penny if you can guess who it is. Yeah, it's Liverpool. You are now the proud owner of a shiny new penny. Left back was Aaron Martin. This name largely depends on how you say it, because if you just call him Aaron Martin, he sounds like a tech expert at the Apple shop, or better still, the bloke who used to be a centre back at Southampton. But if you say it properly like Aaron Martin, praying I'm saying that properly, you know it's the Spanish left back who in the current day plays for Mainz. He signed for Athletic in the summer of 2020 for £21.5 million, and it's fair to say he's been a wonderful acquisition. His averages are good, and he chips in with the odd assist. What more could you want? Although he's clearly not that good as Liverpool don't want to sign him yet. Holding midfield was Sander Berge. The Sheffield United maestro was playing for a different club in red and white, costing £27 million in January 2023. The poor bloke had to spend 2 years in the Championship. Don't football managers know that Sheffield United are class? Jesus. Anyway, Berge is doing okay for Atletico, but he faces stiff competition, as in this squad they've still got Marcos Llorente, Saúl and Koke. With that kind of competition he probably would have been better off staying in the Championship. It is the best league in the world after all, unless you're Wigan, or Hull, or Forest. Next up is Teon Koopmeiners. That's a fun name to say, isn't it? Koopmeiners. Koopmeiners. Christ, I feel like Buddy the Elf when he learns the name Francisco. Man, I love that film. Is it nearly Christmas yet? Anyway, Koopmeiners adds even more depth in front of the defence, but that doesn't necessarily mean he brings more quality. His averages have always been below a 7, which for £49.5 million is not good enough at all. I'd be livid if he was my player, especially costing that much. On the right wing is Naby Keita. Liverpool want all their players, but they actually sold one to Atleti not too long ago. Keita joined in the summer of 2023 for £62 million, and as you can see he's doing much better in La Liga. Maybe it's the warm weather, or the fact he's playing out wide, or maybe it's because he doesn't have the pressure of Steven Gerrard's old number weighing him down. Either way, he's having a much better time, and is actually fit enough to play most weeks. On the left is Lenny. What a name for a Brazilian regen this is, Lenny, absolutely brilliant. He's 20-year-old and has just completed his second season with the club, having arrived from Flamengo for £27 million. And considering his age, the fact he's playing in a new country and in one of the toughest leagues around, I think he's doing pretty well by the looks of things. Interestingly, he's a target for Real Betis and Real Sociedad, which would surely see him playing at a much lower level, so not sure what that's all about. Up front was Xabier Alonso. I mean, Howie, that name's far too close to Xabi Alonso. How can we go from Lenny to that? Anyway, Alonso was another Spanish regen, and a man who's been in and around the first team for a fair while now. He only made 3 appearances this season though, failing to find the net, and that's despite getting 8 the season before. And finally we've got Sergio Cameo. This lad emerged from the Atletico Madrid academy, and he isn't even a regen. Just like Pinocchio, he's a real boy. I nearly said Woody there for a second, getting my Disney films completely mixed up. Anyway, Cameo's doing okay up top, a consistent option to lead the line who will chip in with a fair few goals. He's better than Alonso, put it that way. Luckily though, Alvaro Morata is still on hand and banging in the goals, doing his best to banish the nightmare of that time at Chelsea Football Club. So there we have it, that's Atletico Madrid in 2025 according to our Football Manager 2020 simulation. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo, and until next time we will see you around.